What's the very first thing you did when you woke up this morning? If you're like millions of other people, you reached for your phone, opened a social media app, and started scanning headline after headline of terrible news, wars, climate disasters, economic loops, and yet you couldn't stop hitting refresh. We call it doomscrolling. It became a global phenomenon during the pandemic, but years later, we're still trapped in the loop. Today, we're breaking down exactly what this habit is doing to your mind and the terrifying math behind how much of your life it's stealing. First, let's address why we do it. It feels like a modern addiction, but it actually starts with survival instincts. Your brain has an ancient alarm system called the amygdala, part of your lizard brain. Its main job is self-preservation. When the world feels unstable, your amygdala forces you to hunt for threats so you can feel prepared. But social media platforms are explicitly engineered to weaponize this instinct. Nearly 70% of people now openly admit that they believe these platforms are deliberately built to keep us hooked. Features like infinite scroll trap 40% of us online far longer than intended. While aggressive push notifications deliver a hit of dopamine every time you find something shocking, triggering constant, restless checking behaviour, what started as information gathering instantly turns into mindless toxic habit. And it's not just in your head. Doom scrolling triggers a legitimate physical fight or flight response. Harvard studies show that spending hours tracking distressing media causes measurable physical symptoms, chronic headaches, jaw and neck tension, and elevated blood pressure. Oxford University Press even named brain rot their word of the year, because the digital cognitive overload is causing our operational focus to deteriorate, dropping an individual's operational IQ by an average of 10 points. So how do we fix it? For the last decade, the standard advice has been turn on your phone's blue light filter or bedtime mode. Leading sleep scientists initially argued that blue-green light spectrums delay our body's natural production of melatonin, keeping us awake an extra hour. But the latest science reveals a massive twist. The light emitted from your phone screen is actually minuscule. Spending 24 hours straight in front of your device gives you less blue light than spending just one single minute outside under the sun. In fact, a massive review of 11 studies found that screen light delays sleep by a mere 9 minutes at worst. The true culprit ruining your sleep isn't the blue light glow. It's the emotional outrage and the psychological alertness caused by what you are reading right before bed. This psychological trap has become so severe that even the mobile industry is stepping in to give us a reality check. A landmark study by mobile operator O2 revealed a terrifying statistic. The average person is on track to lose a staggering 4.7 years of their waking life to completely unintentional phone use. Think about that. Nearly 5 years of your life gone, missing out on real-world moments with loved ones. According to O2, over 36% of our daily screen time is completely mindless, averaging an hour and 26 minutes of zero-purpose scrolling every single day. It sounds completely backwards for a phone network to tell you to look away from your screen, but it's part of a massive shift in corporate responsibility. To break this loop, O2 literally teamed up with global superstar and Spice Girl Mel B to launch a service called the O2 Scroll Stopper. It's a straight-talking WhatsApp callback service designed to give people an intentional bump out of the scrolling rabbit hole. If you register for it, you receive an unexpected pre-recorded voice call from Scary Spice herself, delivering a signature, playful telling off to force you to put the device down, look up and get back to real life. But you don't have to wait for a phone call from a Spice Girl to start building digital boundaries. You can transition from passive scrolling to active boundaries right now. To back up what O2 is warning us about, we have to transition from passive scrolling to active boundaries. You don't need dorky amber goggles to fix your sleep or your focus. You need real-world strategies to stop the doom scroll before it stops you. First, leverage automation. Set your phone's display to automatically shift to grayscale at night. Removing the colour saturation instantly neutralises the visual dopamine rewards engineered into social media feeds, making apps far less chemically enticing to your brain. Second, keep your phone entirely off your nightstand. If your phone is your alarm clock, buy a cheap physical one. Forcing a buffer zone between waking up and checking notifications is the single biggest game changer for your morning stress levels. If you feel like your mind doesn't just scroll late at night, but actively has 46 different tabs open during the day, you are dealing with something much deeper than just a bad habit. In our next video, we lift the curtain on a hidden phenomenon known as popcorn brain, where we'll break down the exact clinical checklist to know if you've already crashed into complete digital burnout. I'll see you in the next one.